Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and today we're going to continue that conversation about the business numbers. And today I'm going to teach you real quick how in just a few seconds you can use your profit margin to figure out exactly the number of sales that you need to do to be able to hit your profit goal for the year. It's something that's super important to understand the profitability of your business. It's how you as a business owner make money, and at any given point in just a few seconds, you can use either your anticipated profit margin or when we get into the season, your current profit margin to be able to figure out exactly how much sales you need to do to hit your goal your profitability goal for the summer. So it's super quick, but it's really important to do. So I'm gonna try and get fancy. I'm gonna move into the garage quick so that doesn't blow away. Cool. So real quick, you take your profit and you divide it by your margin, and it gives you your sales. So if you want to do $12,000 in profit this year, that's what you want to earn. In your anticipated margin, 30%. You take 12,000 and divide it by 0.3, it's going to give you $40,000 in sales. Meaning, if you do $40,000 in sales, you have 30% margin, you'll make your $12,000 in profit. Now, what happens if that margin goes down a little bit? You go over budget on something, or there's a whole bunch of things that can impact that, which we'll talk about through the week. But let's say that margin goes from 30%, goes down to 25%. Well, it doesn't mean you can't make the $12,000. That's the beauty of running a business. You can still make the profit goal that you want to make. But you just need to do a little bit more sales because you're making less off of every sale. So again, $12,000 divided by 0.25, because you've got a 25% profit margin in this example. This person can still make 12 grand. This is gonna do $48,000 in sales. You gotta do about 80 more estimates to put that into an activity number to be able to make that same $12,000. Doesn't mean you can't do it, just means it might take a little bit more because you're making a little bit less off of every single sale. What if that margin went the other direction? What if we went up 5% instead of down 5%? So 35%. So $12,000, again, same thing. Divided that $12,000 profit goal by 35%, by 0.35, you get $34,285 in sales. So with all that said, margin is super important. Staying on budget is super important because it has such a huge impact on your profitability. You don't necessarily always need to chase the sales number, though the sales number is incredibly important to be able to hit your profitability goal. But you could hit your sales number and miss your profit goal if that margin number isn't there. So knowing where you're at constantly with your margin, and then being able to take that margin and translate it very quickly into your sales number, which is the activity required to then go get the profit goal, is super important. It only takes a second. You can do it on your phone at any given time. So with that said, we're going to talk tomorrow about some of the things that can impact your margin. But again, sales, I talked about yesterday, that magic number of new customer estimates. So no matter what your margin is, if you're not doing the sales and you don't have the ability to turn the sales up if you need to, you're probably going to miss your profit goal for the year. So keeping that in mind, as many estimates as you can possibly do, that magic number of 300 estimates is super important to be working towards here. We're into the new customer, in that new chapter of estimating and new client marketing. So that previous customer for you, that base, it's going to start to get tighter because you're booking more clients, you've worked your way through it, and now it's going to be time to be able to get out there and start generating a ton of new estimates. Every new estimate you can do is one closer and one more repetition. It's for skill, but also for the ability to be able to get to that number, that profit goal, no matter what your margin is.